Welcome to Ideas Optimized. My name is Pavel, your digital advisor, and this is the place to discover the best and proven online marketing techniques. Now, here is an immediate bonus for you. The first and probably the most important tip of all is to start building an email list. Why? Well, first, it's practically free to send emails. And second, you don't have to look for new ways to share your news, projects, or messages. And third, all social networks and search engines do change their algorithm, and the time you invested can just go bust with no explanation whatsoever. So now, before we proceed with the 3 essentials to kickstart any project online, and none of them is your website, I invite you to join my community of high achievers. Just leave your email in the form of this website, or if you're watching this in YouTube, follow the link in the description to get to the page and subscribe. There's nothing unique about any one individual. What is unique is their passion, their ability to execute, to meet targets and exceed them. This was said by Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank. Having you on this webpage means that you likely have ideas and passion for how to improve some things in your world, and you're now ready to go there and reach out to as many people as possible. The good news is that it has never been easier in human history to reach billions of people with just a click of your mouse. Bad news? It is often easier said than done. It takes time, consistency, and diligence to build a successful foundation of your online business or cause. Creating a modern, user-friendly website is just a small step into this process. Believe it or not, some people get so consumed into perfecting this step that they get completely carried away and forget the 3 utmost important essentials for any project or idea to live up to its brightest future online. The first, have a bulletproof business model. No matter how bright your product or service is, no matter how great of the impact of your cause potential is, it will simply not last if you're not clear on how steady and sufficient cash flow will come into play. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine got overly inspired about creating an online magazine focused on arts, culture, and the environment. She did all the hard work, beautiful website, partnerships with great guest writers, tons of great new content daily, and over 10,000 followers on social media. The problem is, for the last 5 years, she has been only investing her own time and money without seeing a dime in return. When she finally realized she needs a business model, she decided that the best thing to start with is, guess what? A redesign of her website. 5 months passed already, and she is still investing in perfecting the design and not willing to make even the smallest step toward implementing a business model or executing any marketing strategy at all. So don't get overwhelmed by the term business model. It simply means you need to know the way your website will be generating value or money. If you want to run a blog or magazine, your source of income could be any display ads from an existing advertising network. Simply type advertising networks in any search engine and you find the one that works in your country. You can also display ads from affiliate partners, and there are plenty of affiliate opportunities to look for online. Simply think of what your main blog magazine topics are and think of what relevant products or services you could offer to your audience. Then reach out to potential partners in your city or countrywide, arrange an affiliate percentage, and get going. If you are like me and prefer clean looking blog or magazine pages, then you could think of setting up a store in your website where you can list all the affiliate partnerships that you already have created. I'm referring to web projects I run, not Ideas Optimized, which is purely educational web platform. You can as well contact and invite local national businesses to display their products, always relative to your topics of course, and charge them a fee for every sale. Nowadays, it's fairly easy to set up an online store without much knowledge in the technology. Just do a search for the best shopping cart solutions or e-store solutions. Selecting to run your website with open source content management systems opens a huge range of integrations through plugins, easily customizable by non-technical people. All this brings us to online projects essential number 2, generating sufficient traffic. It would be a shame having this amazing looking website and thoughtfully created business model if no one ever visits it. A lot of people out there still think that once their website is done and they share it with friends on social media or in some groups once in a while, somehow people will magically start popping over all the time. But this is wrong. It takes time, consistency, and patience to keep new visitors landing on your page. Obviously, social media is supposedly the best channel to get free traffic. And please don't ever fall into the trap of buying traffic to your website or likes to your social media pages unless you're paying for legitimate advertising, but I'll talk more about this in a bit. There are certainly sweet sounding deals of quickly boosting your followers by the thousands for almost no time and financial investment. But all this does not bring any cash flow to your business or cause. It's like bragging on going to the moon on a hot air balloon. It will never happen. Mastering all existing social networks at once could be a daunting task. Do your research and find out what networks work best for your country and for your audience. Then start from there. If you are offering a product or a service, don't be annoying with your offers. People are flushed over with offers all the time and have developed a skill to masterfully ignore them. Keep up with the 20-80% rule. Only 20% of your social media posts should be about business and 80% should be about giving an important piece of information to your fans. It could be a piece of advice, piece of inspiration or motivation, a value you care about, etc. Get creative here. If you have been on social media long enough, you will start seeing a gradual decline in your free content posts reaching to your fans. Here's a side note. It could be lucrative right now to explore traffic opportunities on the new networking sites or the upcoming decentralized platforms being built on the blockchain. But more on this in another article. At some point, you should consider paid advertising. This is a whole new topic in itself, and for the purpose of this article, I'll keep it short and concise. First and foremost, you need to prepare yourself mentally that online advertising requires a lot of testing and tweaking of your target audience, your message, and your landing page. The page people will see when they click on your advert. This is exactly the reason why people often get disappointed by the cheap ads promises you can stumble upon on the online marketing community. It is true that ads can get fairly cheap over time, but only when and after you have the perfect recipe for the overall ad campaign. Be patient and ready to spend some time. An alternative and favorite technique of mine is generating traffic through strategic partnerships and cross-promotional ventures. This could be anything from guest blogging in an already established magazine and appearing in podcasts to more sophisticated strategies like doing online summits or other collective projects. The basics behind a successful strategic partnership are: one is to find a partner who is relevant to your business or cause and has an established audience already. Two is to create a win-win offer for them that they cannot resist. And the next natural and of course essential step for your online success is number 3, building your tribe. The last thing you want is to have visitors to your website who just browse or even worse, leave it right away. Unfortunately, that is the case for most of the websites that are out there. Imagine you worked so hard to drive all these people to your magnificent looking website and none of them cared for your product, service, or a cause. Did you know that for most people it takes about 7 times to see an offer before they decide to chip in their money? Not to mention, for the majority of web visitors, it takes only 6 seconds to decide whether they will keep looking at your page or would rather leave. So keep calm and grow your email list. It will not just happen overnight when you put a subscribe to my newsletter box in your sidebar or page. This approach might work as well to a certain degree, but if you are looking to create a real impact, you need to follow a more smart approach. After all, just having an email address of a person who subscribed just for the next random newsletter will not do much good for your business or cause in the long run. What you truly need is to offer these people something of real value in exchange for their email. It could be an important piece of information you researched or one that falls under your expertise. It could be a digital book, a report, or anything related to your business or cause that will provide value to the visitor. I will stop here and let you digest all of the above. Spend some time contemplating on those steps and see if you have a clear idea on how you incorporate all 3 into your own online project. And good luck with that. And don't forget, now you can join my community of high achievers so that I can send you even more progressive resources like this.